Hey party people, this is Jeremy from Jambalaya Plays Games, and today I'm here with another Kickstarter preview of Kingdom Rush by Lucky Duck Games. This is a 1-to-4 player, fully cooperative tower defense game, and it's based on Kingdom Rush. And if you know Lucky Duck Games, they do a lot of these IPs. I think they have Jetpack Joyride, Vikings Going Wild, and those are just to name a few. But this one right here, Kingdom Rush, is of course based off an app, a very popular one. And this is actually done in a board game. It's got a campaign mode, and in each mode you're going to have different types of tray tiles coming towards you. And it's up to players to play tower cards and upgrade them as they go along to shoot different polygonal tiles at them, and then also use their heroes and their powers to take out and cover up these trays. And that's pretty much the gist of the game. I'd rather show you how it plays, and then we'll go ahead and find out my final thoughts, and then you can decide what you want to do with your money. Let's go ahead and get to the boards. All right, party people, this is Kingdom Rush Rift in Time. This is a tower defense game, and as you can see, I'm kind of in the middle of a game, so I figured I'd just show you what it's like to be playing this game. You are trying to defend your little area here. This is like your threshold area, and the tiles will constantly, these trays will move through here, and you don't want to move through here because, let's see, I got 1, 2 here. If those 2 move through here as the trays progress, they would take out 2 hearts. I only have 7. So I got to use my combination of my heroes and these cards that allow me to play polynomial tiles, and they will go and they will cover this tray. As you can see right there, they're covering them. Now, each scenario has different setups. These are modular tiles, and they can flip around and stuff, boards, I'm sorry, and they move and flip and things like that according to the scenario. There's even certain types of amount of cards that you get in here, but you're going to have level 1s, 2s, and 3s. You may have, and then you're going to have these portal cards, and the portal cards are going to have special condition, different types of enemies on there to defeat. And they also have to have a certain level of towers attacking them. Now, you are going to win the scenario by defeating those portal tiles, and there's usually 1, 2, or 3 depending on the scenario. And if you defeat them, you win. You have to survive the round though. And if you lose all of these hearts, you lose the game. But that's pretty much the game. Let's go ahead and get right into it. This is these are my characters. I have Malik, which is a melee character, and he has different powers, which I already have one called Earthquake, and we'll talk about that. And then I have good old Ilaria over here. She actually has Spirit of the Wild. I don't know why I flipped that over, but she has a cat that she can bring out, and we will definitely be using that cat. Tell me. I'm serious. We are going to be using that. But I got my hand of cards. Let me go ahead and just get started, and then we will play. Let's go ahead and finish up this. Hopefully we can get through this. So I have my hand of cards here. Now, I've passed cards around, and we'll talk about that, but my turn, these are all, we're working together. So this is not competitive, this is cooperative. Every decision can be made together. We can play from our hands in whatever order that works best for us, but we're just doing this. These little films tell us what sides we can play on, and of course, if you added more players, there'd be different setups of how those are placed, and I'm sure they already have a solution for this. This is all prototype form, guys. So this is my hand, and I'll bring it closer to you. So these tell me what direction, like when I put these on here, I can orientate the card based on my areas. So I can do like that, I could place this one like that, or way up there I can do the same thing. But I am going to focus on taking out this tile. So to make it easy on me, I'm going to go ahead and play this one right here. This is the militia. And militia are represented by these. I'm going to put it right here and put the militia right there. Yeah, I'm gonna put the militia right there. So the militia, they are represented by these little two little militia guys, and I can put them on the map. Hey, I didn't even bring you in close. Jeez, what am I doing here? Let's go ahead and pull you in a little bit closer. Sorry, how rude of me. All right, so we put you right in here, here, and here, and then we're covered. All right, cool. And then I could even just wait. I could hand these off, so I can play my hero card. I'm not going to use his hero because he's already on there. He's going to be taking a damage. I'm just going to leave him on there. So I'm going to put that card off to the side. Now I have these 2. I can start thinking about these up here, but I'm kind of thinking about the long game and what tiles I can take out this turn. Maybe I can take out another tile this turn. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to play this right here. And I'm going to go ahead and shoot for, and I'm just going to move this up here. Let's do that one. Let's do that one. Here, I'm going to look at these cards before I place this down. Let me see. Yeah, I'll just ride with it. Let's see. I probably can figure it out. So let's see. I got that one up there. That's all my cards except for this one, and I'm going to hand that off to my partner there. And what that does is I received it over here, and we'll upgrade it between at a certain phase in the round. So now I got her cards. Let's see. So I'm going to pull you back up. Let's pull you back up. Let's see. I got her cards right here. Let's see. I got her herself, and I'm going to bring her in right away. Let's go ahead. Just bring, I'm going to activate her right away, and I'm going to activate her Call of the Wild Power, which brings in this wonderful battle cat. I don't know if you watch He-Man growing up, but I can bring in this little cat, and this cat, it looks like this. All right, that was a little bad Superman music going on, but that's me. That's my life. Respect my journey. Okay, so I'm gonna bring her in, and and the cat comes in right where she's at. So then, boom, activate cat. Do I want to like bring it in like right there though? Let's see. I'm gonna bring it in right there, because if I do bring it in right there, then maybe. Yes, then I can play it just like that. Boom, that tile is dealt with, because then I play it and it's gonna come in right the way. You notice how I'm not able to spin these? Boom, and I didn't even have to move her, so then that was great. So then I still have these two cards though, and I think I wanna use them to their advantage. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna use this one, and what this means is I can shoot straight, I can shoot one over here to the left, and I can shoot a 1Z over here to the other. But I'm gonna use it just like this, so it goes where it needs to go. And I'm gonna put 1, 2, and a 1 out there. So the 1 is gonna go here. And then the other one is gonna go right there. And these do stay out. They do the damage and they stay out there. Okay? Then I do have one more card, but I'm gonna pass this one here. I'm gonna pass this one because I do wanna upgrade. I know how these tiles work, and I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade it right there. Boom, like that. Okay, and now we move on to the next phase. The next part of the turn sequence is destroy these horde trays. So I'm gonna go ahead and destroy the horde trays that are destroyed. What happens is okay, they cause damage on the way out. So my hero right here is going to take 1 damage. This militia would usually stop them from moving. It's going to take 1 damage and go away, so they're gone, and then these come off. So let me go ahead. The hero takes damage, so they actually have a certain amount of damage that they can take. I'm going to go ahead and move him down 1 more. As you can see, he's hurt. If they ever die, they just come back on your board, and you can redeploy them on your next turn by playing a card. But that's neither here nor there right now. But when we clear out this tile, we get these gems right here. And I'm crystals. I just happen to get a 2. This is a level, like a level 2 one, so the harder they get, the more you get. And I'm gonna use those later on to upgrade. I don't have any more right now, but you start with a certain amount, depending on the player count too, though. And the rest you have to earn. So that one's destroyed. This one's also destroyed too. But my battle cat fox, is going to take a hit. I'm going to go on there. That's not good. And then she is going to take a hit as well. But she's good. She still has 1 hit that she can take, and she stays on there. It stays on there. Okay. And I'm taking this stuff off in the background, guys. Sorry. And we get another gem. Another crystal. Wow, I just keep seeing gem, huh? All right. Now, the next part is we're going to spawn. Okay, I'm sorry, we're going to advance. So we're going to advance the horde. So the horde is going to move forward, and this is going to knock us out. This is just going to knock us out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and move them there, move them there. Okay, so that moves, that moves. Now, we're going to have a little bit of an issue, but not the worst thing. So now the new trays are going to come in, the new horde spawn. So now this one comes out, and I'll just kind of explain what's going on here. So this is what I have to take out. There's a couple things going on here. I have what's called flying beings. Like I said, these are going to be very special. Each one of the ones that are on the portal tiles are going to be special. They're going to have some kind of multiple conditions that you got to follow, or specifically 1. Usually in the earlier scenarios, 1. So this one's flying. Some of them will attack you back. Other ones will heal. You will have double speed. So on some of these tiles too. But yeah, I have to have towers that are level 2 to fight them. Okay, and then I can't put my warriors on them my characters on them because they're not flying, because these are flying. So I have to actually shoot at them with the towers. So that's important. And I have room for that tray, but I don't have room for this tray. So where does it go? It actually goes till it has room, and that moves me out. Okay, just absolute disaster going on right now, right? But that's the movement for there. Now I get to upgrade. So I'm going to go to the upgrade area here. Now I'm going to go ahead and just slide you over here a second. Let me go ahead and move some things around, and you can take a look at this. All right, so I had this card that was given to me by Malik. This is a Laria's card. This is a militia. All I need to do is trade this in and then take the level 2 version of it. So that would go over in her player area, and the next turn she would have that available to me, to her. Then you have the archer. So the archer will level up as well, and then they will have now like an L-shaped thing. And once again, I can't rotate this, but as the game goes along, if I do get to level 3, it's an L, and I can rotate it. And you saw the artillery one, but then you get to howitzer, which is you get to shoot bigger tiles out. And then you have these mage ones that, I mean, you can tell they're all kind of different. But then there's even level 4s, and these are based on scenarios, of course. But yeah, I mean, they have some ridiculous ones, as you can see. This is like 4s, and you can just, now you got the side shots. You got all kinds of stuff that's going on here. So there's quite a bit of variability going on there. So let me get you right back over here to the board area so we can show you some final things here. All right, we're back over here. Before I move to the last 2 parts here, I just wanted to say something here. So these portal tiles are really significant. I feel like I kind of undersold them, but outside of the fact they're going to have different conditions on them, and they have a really good card here to explain, like, hey, some of these are flying, some of them are magic resistant, some of them, like this one right here is really rough because you actually have to attack it with specific types of buildings. They have a whole bunch of different things. These tiles move with speed, so sometimes some tiles, if you don't cover the actual specific things with these icons on it, then they actually move twice. Sometimes they heal, so they take one of your tokens, one of your tiles off, and these attack back. So, I mean, you have a lot of different things that can happen. Plus, when you attack with the specific required building, because this has to be 2, and you can't place on top of here, by the way, you can't place on top of this number 2. You attack with the building and it flips over, so then it's out. That stinks. Okay, so that's why you got to replenish these buildings. But let's go ahead and get back to the finished part of your turn. You're going to return these cards to your area. So this is a return the cards. We'll return the cards. All right, and then now I'm going to talk about upgrades. Okay, so here we go. We're going to come back here and talk about some upgrades. So you got your upgrades. You can buy one of these upgrades for your characters for one crystal. Okay, and these are, you know, like I said, they're all going to be different ones. You saw the Call of the Wild one. This one right here is a 4-shotter right here. And you can just put it right there, and then when you use it, it goes away like that. And then you have the hammer. This one we use this so that the characters don't take any damage. But then we also have this one right here where it ignores the abilities, all enemy abilities, which we might need that, right, if we're going to be taking these out. But those cost 1 apiece. Or if I want to start to replenish these, I can pay 2 to get any one of those level 1s over here as well. So it's just important to pay attention to that kind of stuff. And there's a lot going on here. So you're placing your warriors out, you're fighting these buildings, trying to cover them up, and then taking them out so they can't progress forward. And that pretty much is all you need to know about good old Kingdom Rush Rift in Time. Let's get to my final thoughts here. Okay, party people, final thoughts here on Kingdom Rush Rift in Time. Now, I am once again not a fan of tower defense games at all, but I'm a fan of Lucky Duck Games and the things that they put out, and they've had a great run. This right here, it will continue that run. This is by far the best tower defense game I have played. I mean, even in its prototype form, I like everything about it, basically everything about it. I didn't find this game fiddly. That's the first thing I want to get out of the way. I thought it was going to be. I thought there was like a little bit too many bits and stuff around. It totally works. I thought that this may lend itself to quarterbacking. Not in my case. Played it 1 to 4. Of course, I can quarterback myself, but in the 4-player count,
didn't really have a problem with that. Just felt like good discussion. It is a puzzle to figure out, and that's why I like this game a lot, especially for solo players who like, you know, like kind of like that nice thinky puzzle. This is all there. I just like the challenges and the way the mechanics are built. So it really makes you make nice crunchy little decisions that you need, and it's not overwhelming. It's not that easy when it comes down to it, and that's what I like. It's not like a cakewalk, or it's not too hard. It's just something you got to think out. And this is high quality. You can tell it's going to be high quality. If you've owned Lucky Duck games before, you should expect that. I expect it. It's beautiful. It's bright. I think everything is just there. I think you can see that. It's already on Kickstarter, doing really well. So why don't you go ahead and take a look at it over on their page. But I just want to help you make an informed back-end decision. I can never tell anybody what to do with their money. And I'll leave it right there. You guys, thank you for joining me today. I'd like to thank Lucky Duck Games for allowing me to do this preview. Hopefully it helped you out a little bit. You can ask questions in the comments below. Feel free to like and subscribe. You have a wonderful day. Thank you for your time.